All right, so your favorite thrift hoarder is back at it, and I have a haul to show you. So in my last two videos, I talked about how we had gone to Minnesota to see my best friend. She was getting married, so that was really fun. We got to kind of hang out with her. I have a little haul of stuff that I got over in Minnesota. Not too much stuff because we had to bring it back on the airplane, which stinks. And also she had some things for me too, which is super awesome. So that was super fun. But when we got home last weekend, for the 4th of July, my husband and I had like a really fun like thrift weekend. So we went to the flea market and we went to the bins, the Goodwill outlet, and another Goodwill, and just like killed it. So got lots of stuff to show you. I'm super excited about. Okay. I never know where to start. It's always such a struggle. Okay, I'll start with the stuff I got in Minnesota. So I'll start with some of the stuff that I picked up myself. We did like carry-on bags because I don't know, the checked bags is just like such a hassle to me, and plus like it's really expensive lately, and I worry about my stuff getting broken, I worry about my stuff getting ruined, like I worry about my stuff getting lost, I don't know. So what we actually did that's kind of funny is my husband and I did carry-on bags, and then we ended up shipping back like most of his clothes, and then just put all of like the stuff that we bought in his suitcase and in mine. So that actually worked out pretty well. And weirdly, super weirdly, we packed his stuff on Saturday and then like sent it UPS, postal service, USPS on Saturday, and it beat us home. And we flew home Monday, like morning, like AM, and it beat us home. Isn't that so weird? Crazy. Okay, so the first thing, Bear actually found these. They're really cute. They're little salt cellars. So they're little swans. It's a set of 5. They are porcelain and they're hand painted. So they're really, really charming. They're all the same, but also like slightly different because they're all hand painted. And what's funny about them is they have different initials on them. So I'm not sure if like just a group of ladies like painted these together or what happened, but like, I don't know why they're all different initials. I would think the same person would do them all, but I don't think that's what happened. Anyway, they're really, really charming. So I'm excited about that. I did end up picking those up for Etsy. So they will eventually one day be on Etsy. Then I found this cute little bunny. I probably should have saved him for my holiday in July thrift haul that I'm gonna do, but I forgot. And I kind of want to have him out like more than just Easter. I'm not really sure. He's Global, so he is Global Germany, and he's got a little snail, and he's so cute. And I love that. I know this is silly and like goes without saying, but he's like in perfect condition. No chips, no cracks, like no repairs, like all the goodness. So sometimes that's really hard to find with those old like ceramic pieces. They just don't last. Then I found 2 little spice jars, and I wish that I could have found like a million more, but you know, you take what you can get. So I found sage and onion, but I just love that they are handmade, they're pottery. I loved the big cork. I just think they're so pretty, just very aesthetically pleasing. I'm not gonna actually like probably use them for anything other than just aesthetics, but I just thought they were really, really pretty. So these were $1.99 each. The bunny was $1.99, and the swans were in a pack, so I'm not really sure, maybe like $2.99 or something like that. Not 100% sure. Then I found this piece of pottery, and this was kind of like a pain in the booty to get home, but I just kind of felt like it was something. You ever get that feeling when you're thrifting and you're like, I don't know what you are, but you're something. I don't know. I just got like a really intense feeling about this, and I could be totally off base, but I just was like, if it is something like cool and like worth money, I'll be kicking myself that I left it. So I did scoop it up. I really liked that it's like, it's hard to tell, but the whole inside is completely crazed. So it's definitely old. And then the outside has this texture, and then the bottom has this marking. So it looks like maybe like Chinese, like it kind of looks like the Chinese celadon, but it's like a little bit too dark to be the true celadon. So I'm not really sure. If you have any ideas, like let me know, because I've researched up and down and cannot find this. So if you know something I don't know, hit your girl up because I need help. But I did just grab it because I felt like I needed it. I did get a few textiles. They're just easy to ship or like bring home and pack, and just like all the goodness. So that was fun. The first thing I found was this beautiful little needlepoint pillow. It had like a pillow cover, or this is the sham, but it had a pillow in it, but I took that out just because it's easier to ship home and, or, you know, pack. Plus, you know, the pillows on the inside are sometimes a little bit yuck, so probably better to just get a new one anyway. But really, really beautiful. This will probably make its way to Etsy reluctantly because I really like it. Another piece that I got that's probably my favorite thing that I found while I was there, I actually found in Wisconsin. So we were like right by the border between like Wisconsin and Minnesota. So we did one day where we just like crossed the border super quick and went to a Goodwill in Minnesota. And there, actually hanging with all of the rest of the linens, I found this tunic. So it is handmade. The fabric's like this really pretty, like handmade thick cotton that almost looks like it's hand dyed as well. And then the sleeves are decorated, and then the decoration carries all the way down to the bottom. So this is all embroidery, and then this is all porcupine quills. So it's just absolutely stunning. I honestly like can't put into words like how much I love this. It's definitely something I would wear because I am that kind of person, but I'll probably not wear it. I'll probably just display it and use it as decor because I think it's probably something pretty special and I don't want to ruin it. And also I want to be respectful of it. When I was first doing research, I was thinking maybe it might be African. It's still possible. But given the location of where I found it, I think it might actually be from like an indigenous tribe from Canada. I found like a lot of Canadian tribes use the porcupine quills to like make art. So that's like that's pretty common. I don't know. So I really need to do more research, obviously. If you know and you want to let me know, I always appreciate all the help that you guys can give me. But it's beautiful. Like, it's super, super special. To me, this is like a museum piece. Like, the fact that all of that white is porcupine quills and not embroidery is just insane to me. So that's just kind of like a forever collection piece. And it was $2.99. And it was hanging with the linens. Like, oh, Wisconsin, I love you so much. You guys are so silly. My husband found this really funny hat. He really likes wolves. So it says T&W Rental, Blair, Minnesota. So it's just like an old trucker hat. So he will probably wear that himself. We found a few other linens and some vintage t-shirts, so I'm not really sure if that's something you guys would actually like be interested in seeing, but I'm happy to show you. I got like a vintage Massachusetts t-shirt with some boats. I'm always here for like a good graphic tee. This one's super cute. It says cedar wood and it's like a little vintage ringer, like camp tee, and I love the little loon on the lake. Thought that was super cute. Remind me a lot of Maine, actually. And then this one's probably my favorite. It is an old, I believe it's an old single stitch, but it says Salty Dog Saloon. which is in Alaska, which is super cool. And then it's got like the older tag. And it's like, you can just tell, you know? So I'm very excited about that. I thought that was so cool. And like, Alaska, that's so cool. I don't know. I'm such a dork. Then I just found this little hand towel. It has like little mushrooms on it. I washed it, so I'm excited to use that in our little guest bath. Very cute. Always gonna buy things with mushies. Can't help myself. Then I grabbed a couple of purses. They will both be for sale. I grabbed another Dooney. So this is the first red Dooney I think I've found. I have a red Coach on Etsy right now. But this one's really nice. It's like just a really nice kind of classic shape, really good shape, like really in really good condition. Just like easy, you know, it goes with everything. Soft pebbled leather. It's got the little Dooney. This was, it has like some girl's Juicy Couture hair tie on it, which like makes me laugh so much because that was like so me in like the early 2000s. But it was $22.99, so $23. So I just couldn't leave it. I felt like that was a good price for it. It's just a pretty bag. So that will be on Etsy. Then I got this little guy. I just thought he was cool. So he is teak. He's vintage Indian, like from India, but he is a little sunglass or glasses holder. So you put your glasses back here and then it just like rests on his little nose and he looks like one of the Easter Island statues. So I just thought he was very cool and just kind of hip. So I'll probably be keeping him because he's gonna be very useful. I have a lot of like funny vintage sunglasses, so I think it'll be cool to like display them on him. So yes. Okay. Then I got these sandals. I don't know if, again, you guys care, but I just thought they were cool. They are actually handmade. I have big, giant, froggy feet. My feet are really wide, so I end up having to buy like a bigger size than I normally would just because my feet are wide. And so these actually fit, and they're like really comfy. They're all beaded and just like really pretty, and then they tie around the back, and the inside's like a velvet, and they have like a stamped leather. So I don't know, I just really like them. They look brand new, like never worn, and they're just really comfy. So got those. Jordan found this little book for me. It's just to go with like my other collection of nature books. This is National Parks of the World. It's super cute, and it has like really awesome graphics on the inside that I love. So very excited to just have this little book. It's really, really sweet. Nothing too exciting, but it is cute. Then I got this purse. So this is really cool. It is kind of like stamped leather, like embossed leather. And then it almost looks like it has like a Mexican textile, but I believe it's Guatemalan actually. Or possibly Bolivian. I have to check. The tag on the inside does say I need to not be lazy and check, but I loved the embossed leather. I just thought it was really, really cool. Kind of like saddlebag type bag, but definitely vintage, but in really nice shape and just like very boho. So that was really cool. That will also be for Etsy one day. Oof. Then I got these two little paintings. I really want to keep them, but I think they actually probably will go to Etsy as well. So they're just vintage Peruvian souvenir paintings. They're really, really pretty. I love that they're a pair. So they are hand painted, they're original art, and they're signed. So there's this one, and then obviously this one's my favorite because it has a little llama. Is that so cute? I just like that they're like hand painted, vintage souvenir art, just, you know, like definitely old, really cool. They were $3.99 each, so not bad. Okay, oh. Try to scoot everything over so I can show you the rest of the loot. Then I got this really random like child's tea set, and I really did not need to buy this. I just thought it was too cute to leave behind, so here we are, guys. It is this little lusterware tea set, but I think what I loved obviously about it is that there's like this chubby little girl and a bear, and they're like dancing, and I don't think I've ever seen a lusterware tea set that had like a bear on it like that. They say made in Japan, so I have like random little plates, and then like 3 cups, a creamer, and a teapot. But they're just so cute. I'll probably end up putting them on Etsy. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with them. My nickname for my husband is Bear. I just call him Bear. So it's kind of funny because it's like this chubby little girl dancing with a bear. So it's like kind of us. But I guess that's why I'm just partial to bears. I'm just partial to forest animals, you know. If there was a bunny on that, I would also be buying it. So I'm a goofball. I got some pieces of jewelry at Savers because, as you know, Goodwill are being really stinky and taking all their jewelry out of their stores. I know that some states still have jewelry, but ours is pretty much gone. And Minnesota, they didn't have any jewelry in their Goodwills either, which was a bummer. But Savers still had a few pieces, which is cool. The first thing I found is this little Old Pawn bracelet. It's really cool. It's stamped. It's got like a little dog or horse or something in the middle. It's nickel, so it's not like sterling, but it's just kind of like a cool little funky piece, like a nice layering piece. Then I found these really cool bear paw earrings. They are sterling, and that is turquoise, so they were $20, $19.99, so that was a pretty good deal. I think I paid like $6 for this, so good deal. And then I just got this little vintage flower pin. I have a pillow that I decorate with these vintage pins when I find them, so I grabbed this, and that was $5.99. Then we went to, oh wait, never mind, pause. Then the last thing I thrifted, I think, I might find other things in the pile of mess, but I'm pretty sure the last thing I thrifted was this, which is my favorite thing that I thrifted other than that really awesome, beautiful porcupine tunic. She is so pretty. She's in perfect condition, which is really, really rare. She is vintage Disney. It actually says on the bottom Bambi and then Walt Disney Productions, which is pretty rad. Goodwill did know what they had, so she wasn't like dirt cheap. Ooh, I think she was like, I think I paid like $24 for her. On like resale, she's probably worth like $45, maybe a little more, a little less, just depending. I would honestly think that they'd be worth more because it's like actual vintage Disney, but they're not. It kind of is what it is. But I kind of picked her up for me. I just thought she was so charming. I loved her. It was funny. I was like holding her. So we were driving around, like going to stores and stuff, and all the stuff was in the back except for her. And I was like holding her, and I had her like down by my feet. And then I kept dropping my phone. I dropped my keys. Like I literally dropped everything on her. And my husband was like, you are bound and determined to break that. But I like wanted to keep it close to me because I didn't want it to break. And then I ended up dropping like all this stuff on it. So it probably should have broken. I've been breaking stuff like crazy. I don't know what's going on with me. It's so annoying. Okay, so that is it for thrift finds. Then we spent a day going to antique malls. So I got a couple little things at the antique malls, not too much, but a few little treasures anyhow. The first thing I got is this accessory box. So I actually have a much smaller one that Jordan gave me a few years ago that says handkerchiefs, but this is a souvenir box. I just kind of love the little Native American scene. I love that it's like leather, it opens, and then you can just kind of store your treasures in there. I just thought it was really, really cute. It's from the Catskills in New York. But probably the funniest part about this, I don't know if you guys can read the front of it when I was showing you, but it says, "My lady's accessories." My lady? my latest accessories. I literally like can't even say it without saying it with a silly accent, like my lady. But yeah, I mean, come on, hilarious. Hilarious. So I had to get that, and it was only like $14, so that seemed worth it. I don't know. Then we got a few little pieces of paper ephemera. My husband got this hilarious little Three Bears book that he just kind of thought was funny. It actually does like have the whole story in there with pictures and everything, but it's really old, so I'm not gonna open it and try to kill it. Then for $1, I found this little outdoor cooking, the easy way, and I just really liked the graphics. The back has these little bears going into a tent, so I thought that was really cute. The graphics on it are just really charming. It's probably from like, so yeah, it's from 1962, but that's the 6th edition. So it was probably originally from the 40s. So really cute. So I got both of those. Let's see. Not that exciting, but then I got this little frame. I just thought it was really pretty and delicate and very nice and detailed. It's also a perfect size to put like a vintage picture, postcard, sorry. I have a lot of paper ephemera. I just like grab it whenever I find cool paper ephemera, and then I never know what to do with it. So I was pretty excited to find this, just in that at least I can use this to frame some of my paper ephemera. So I thought it was pretty. It was $15. It's really easy. You just like slip your little piece of paper and then it is held down there. So no fuss for your girl. Then I found this little souvenir piece. I thought it was so beautiful. So this is Native American souvenir pillow. So they made all different types and styles and shapes, but they were all beaded like this and small like this, and they were sold as souvenirs. So this one I thought was really cool because it actually says 1907 across it. It's also very much like worse for wear. It has these like random strings hanging, so it's a little tattered and sad. They can be pretty expensive, so not like crazy, but they can be like $50 or $60 for one. So, you know, if you're trying to collect them, that can add up. This was super cheap. I think it was like $15, probably because it's like in such rough shape. And it's the first one I've ever picked up. I've wanted to collect them forever, but they're just, you know, it's just kind of one more thing in my 50 million collections. So I just thought that was really cool. I also picked up some vintage Halloween for my vintage Halloween collection, but I'll show you that when I do the holiday in July. So if you're interested in my vintage Halloween collection, check that video out. It's coming soon. So the last thing that I'll show you from the antique malls that I got is this beautiful bracelet. So it is bone, it's Indian, and it's hand painted. So each one of these little panels is different and they're all hand painted. It's just so beautiful. And then it clasps like this, and it's just so stunning. So it's actually, it actually fits me. And I have a hard time finding bracelets like this that are like vintage, that actually like fit my chubby little wrists. So very excited about that. And plus it's so beautiful and delicate and like amazing. So I did pay $40 for that, but I honestly feel like it's worth more than that, but that's just me. I guess it's worth what you're willing to pay, right? So now I'll show you a few things that my best friend gave me. She honestly had like a huge box of stuff for me. Like it was crazy. So I'm not going to show you everything, but I'll just show you like a few fun things. So just backstory, she and I are obsessed with vintage, obviously. So we thrift for each other. So all of these gifts like are random, like we call it like trash that we find for each other because it's like all thrifted gifts. So it's not like, I don't know. So like, it's probably not what you would give your normal friends, but because she and I are both thrifters and obsessed with old weird stuff, like it's actually perfect and exactly what I want. way more than new stuff, but you know how it is. Just gotta explain that before you guys are like, why did she give you that? The first thing she found are a whole little like menagerie of brass animals. So I was super excited about these. There's a little mouse, a little alligator with his mouth open. Isn't he cute? He's so cute. This really cool grasshopper. Isn't he cool? I love his little like antennas. And then a little lobster. So cute. So those are awesome, obviously. Super excited about those guys. She always finds me really awesome linens, which I am super happy about. Just judging by the few little linens that I picked up myself thrifting, there's so much good so many good linens in Minnesota. Definitely more than what I find here, actually. She grabbed me this cute little cacti, like southwestern little towel, so that'll be cute in our guest bath. Then she got me these amazing vintage set of vintage his and hers pillowcases that are just dreamy. So amazing. I'm so excited. So excited to put these on the bed. Just like amazing. Amazing, amazing. And then she got me this really cool flat top sheet. It's a queen, actually. And what's so funny is she bought this literally like so long ago because she's been holding on to a lot of this stuff for like years. And we just have been working on redoing our master bedroom. There's still like a million things to do, but I'm kind of doing like a little bit of like a vintage kind of like art deco meets like opium den vibe. So I'm super excited for this because this is gonna like match the vibe perfectly, and it's so cute with the panda bears, like so good. So I just washed that. I'm actually gonna put it on the bed after we have this little video, so I'm very excited. Then she got me this hysterical owl sign. Like I love him so much. So he's vintage and Nesco. He's a little macrame owl, and it says, "Owl bar is open." Come on, come on. So good, right? And the little hooks, so stinking good. I love his little face. I know. I kind of want to put him on our lanai, but I'm like, ooh, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't want him to get ruined, so I'll have to figure that out. Then she actually went on a trip to France a few years ago, and she brought me back a couple little really beautiful pieces of handmade embroidery. So she brought me this little, it's like, it holds lavender. I'll remember the name of it as soon as I'm done with this video. Murphy's Law. But it's so beautiful. It's hand embroidered with this beautiful, delicate little butterfly on linen. And then what's nice about it is you can take it out and replace the lavender if you want, because as you know, lavender eventually does lose its potency. So I just was so excited about that to kind of put in my little lingerie drawer. And then she got me two adorable, they go on top of jars. So this is for your honey, and then this one's for raspberry jam. Like, I literally can't. Like, they are so charming. I don't even want to use them because I don't want to get jam and honey all over them, but they do have a plastic on the inside, which is that crinkling. So I think that'll help keep them from like getting destroyed and ruined. But they're just so charming. I was like blown away. Then she got me this amazing horse, tooled leather horse purse. So random fact about me, short story, maybe not so short, I don't know. But I was an equestrian for like 17 years. I did equitation and hunters, which is like a form of jumping. And I was definitely the horse girl growing up, like the nerdy horse girl. So yeah, I had horse everything. And I don't still like gravitate towards like everything needs to be horse, but I'll always have like a soft spot in my heart for horse stuff. So this is just really cool. It's kind of like a cool like hipster way to like show love for horses, because it's like this funny, cool tooled leather purse. And it's actually not my only tooled leather horse purse, believe it or not. Like, who am I? Who has more than one tooled leather horse purse? This girl. But isn't it beautiful? I just love it. And then the last, but definitely not least, is this awesome picture. So we also had to ship this home. Obviously, couldn't get it in my luggage, but come on, look how good. Look how good. So it's a crewel of, I forget the name, but it's a medieval tapestry that features this awesome unicorn. But come on, it's so good. It's so hilarious. I love all the flowers. I love the derpy unicorn. I just love it. It's so good. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it because it's hilariously funny, but it's amazing. Amazing. And what's funny about this is she actually has one herself. She has a huge one. And I've been so jealous of it forever because it's so cool. And I'm like, if you ever find me one, I want it. And then she totally found me one. I was like, what are the odds? So I've definitely never seen a unicorn crewel like anywhere except for at her house. And then she found me one. Like, literally, what are the odds? So weird. Crazy. So I think that's everything for the Minnesota trip. So now we'll kind of go into the things that I have thrifted recently, which is actually surprisingly a lot of things. So we went to like I was saying, we went to the flea market. So I guess I'll kind of start with the random flea market things that I found. We actually went on the 4th of July. We were kind of like didn't have a lot of plans for the 4th of July. We ended up swimming, so that was fun. But my husband actually suggested going to the flea market, and I was like, that is such a good idea. Now, I will tell you, our flea market is awful. Like, our flea market is the kind of flea market where you can buy like soap that people use coupons to buy like 50 million things of like Dove soap, and then you can go to the flea market and buy like reduced price Dove soap. So usually it's a huge bust, but we randomly found some cool stuff, so success. All right, so from one cute little elderly couple, I bought 3 things. I paid $10 for like the bundle of all 3. So the first thing is this cute little panda bear planter. It's just like a little vintage planter. I love their little, look at their little booties. It has like a couple like little flea bites around the top, but nothing crazy. So this will go to Etsy. And then also from them, I got this really cute little biscuit jar. So I just thought this was so charming. It still has its handle, which is always nice. And it's made in Japan. It has its little Japan on the bottom. And the lid is in really good condition. Like, it's a little dirty. I need to scrub it before I list it, obviously. But I don't really see any chips or cracks. There's crazing because it's older, but it's really a nice shape considering like how old it is. So just thought that was really charming. So I got that. And then the coolest thing I got in my bundle from them is this lacquer, this wood lacquered little Japanese, I don't know. I don't even know what I would call this, but I guess it's like it's kind of like the room dividers, like a smaller version of the big ones. I actually have another one of these listed in our shop because they're just so cool. So these used to be used, I'm pretty sure, in like jewelry stores as like display pieces. And I just think they're so pretty. Like, this would be so beautiful on display, like on your vanity or like on your bureau. So it's actually double-sided too, which is super rad. So that's that side. And then I actually think I might like the other side better. So the other side has all these beautiful flowers and birds. It's like a little screen. I think that's the word I was looking for. Look at the birds. And it's painted wood. I just loved it. So I got those 3 things for $10, so I felt like that was a very good deal. That's the other thing about the flea market is like, there's a few little shops at the flea market that are like always there, but it's not as much fun to go if you're not getting a good deal. Like I don't want to pay full vintage retail at the flea market when I'm sweating off like 20 pounds because there's no air conditioning and we're in South Florida in the middle of July. Like, no. I need to get a good deal if I'm gonna like come out here and sweat to death and die. So then Bear actually found me this little box. It is a little Indian box, but I think probably like the coolest part of it and the reason why I love it so much is that it has all these hand-painted animals. They're just so lovely. So I have a few of these. I think I have like a couple listed in the shop, but I don't have any with animals on it like that. So I'll have to probably keep this guy for a minute. But that was $5. So I think that was a pretty good deal. Then I found this little watercolor. It's not like anything like crazy to write home about, but it's just very charming. I liked the frame and I just loved the little watercolor and it was $1. So I was like, oh, I'll pay $1 for a sweet little original art watercolor. It's signed by the artist. I just thought it was sweet. Oy, oy, oy. I did get a couple pieces of jewelry. I got these little needlepoint screwback earrings, so I thought those were super cute. They were $2, which is awesome. And then I got this little pendant. So it has like dried flowers on the inside of kind of like a lucite pendant. And then the outside of it though, and the bezel are sterling silver, which is nice. And that was $5. Super random, but I got these little measuring spoons. I actually needed new measuring spoons. My last ones kept getting stuck in the garbage disposal and then like getting completely destroyed, which is so bad. Like bad for the measuring spoons, but also really bad for my garbage disposal. Like I'm a mess. But anyway, these are 70s and they have little flowers and they're like avocado green and they're just super cute. So very excited about those. And those were $1. Okay. Oh gosh. Then I found 2 little candle holders, I believe. They're pottery. And I couldn't find a maker for them, but I really feel like they are mid-century and that they're Danish or Scandinavian. But I just thought that they were lovely. I feel like I have seen this kind of thing before. I just cannot pinpoint it. And I have not been able to research and find like who made these, but I just think they're so cute. They have spaces on the top for like a wider candle and they're just like a king and a queen. And I just thought they were so, so charming. So I think I paid $7 for the set of them, which was, you know, not great, but okay. Alrighty, and then I grabbed this beautiful tray. So very excited about this piece. It's all inlaid wood and it's just lovely. I even love the handles that are so detailed. I'm not sure what it says, to be honest, obviously, but I do not speak Arabic, although I wish I did. That would be really cool. But it's just beautiful. I mean, it really is just stunning piece of art. So that was only $10 and I was very excited about that. I was like, how much is the tray? And he was like, well, I'm asking 80, but I'll take 10. And I'm like, what? He's like, well, just because I'm asking for it doesn't mean I'm gonna get it. And I was like, okay, I'll pay $10 for that. That's cool. So I did really well. I did get one little like kind of splurge item. Well, technically two, but they're a pair. I can't seem to help myself. I always have to get something a little bit splurgy, but that's okay. I'm really excited to share these guys with you. So I got a set of 2 of these vintage etchings. So what they are, in the probably 60s or 70s, maybe earlier, people in England actually went and took rubbings of, I guess you could say ancient, but like very old headstones from the 1300s and the 1400s. So this is Lady Margaret Cheyenne from 1419 from Kent, England. So this is an actual rubbing of her grave. So they did the rubbing in like this kind of gold, and then they are framed. So they're framed in these gold frames. And obviously this itself is not very old. It's probably from, like I said, the 1660s or 70s, but it's definitely vintage, and it's just the coolest thing in the world to me. I just think it's so insanely cool and beautiful. And I love the black and gold. It's gonna pretty much match my house like perfectly. So it's very, very lovely. Obviously now, if you went there and you tried to do like an etching, they would never ever let you do that because it's not good for the gravestone, obviously, and they're trying to preserve these beautiful like ancient artifacts, so it would be extremely illegal to do that nowadays. So it's definitely special to have these. So I have that one, and then I have this one. So this is Sir Simon Wensley, and he lived from 1361 to 1394. So he was like 33 years old. He was like my age when he died. Ah! That's crazy. Isn't that crazy? Home Slice looks a lot older than that, just saying. But anyway, I love the details. I just think it's so beautiful. And I love that they're a pair. So I did pay $50 for the pair. They do have like just one on eBay for like $75. I found one sold listing for like, I think $70 for one, something like that. I can't really remember. So, I mean, paying $50 for the pair is not great, but it's like not the worst. I could definitely like recoup that if I wanted to sell them at some point, but they're just so lovely. Like, I'm so excited about them. They're so cool. I can't believe they're like, there's something so spooky about them, but also like so cool. So that was everything I got at the flea market. Then, so that was Saturday. Then Sunday, I think, no, that was Sunday, right? Because the 4th of July was Sunday. And then the next day, yeah, Monday, we went to the, Monday. I don't know, guys. I'm pretty sure Monday. We went to the bins, and then we went to one Goodwill that was right next to the bins, and we like cleaned up. It was crazy. So if you don't know, you probably know, but if you don't know, the bins is the Goodwill outlet, and they're like these crazy giant plastic huge containers on wheels, just like where they throw everything. Like, you have no idea. Like, you have no idea what you're gonna find at a thrift store, but like you really have no idea what you're gonna find at the bins, because it is just crazy jumble of nonsense. If you're not a reseller, I really don't suggest going to the bins because it's kind of hectic and chaotic and stressful and dirty. If you do go, please bring gloves. Like, that's my #1 suggestion. Bring gloves. And probably one of the only times that I like really enjoyed wearing a mask, because we live in Florida and it's very hot to wear a mask, but in there I was like, yeah, I'm definitely fine with wearing a mask. It's stinky in here. So you never know what you're gonna find. Everything's priced by the pound, so you get a very good deal if you can find cool stuff, but you have to dig and you have to kind of contend with a lot of other people around you digging, so it's a little crazy and hectic. It was busy, but not insanely busy. So we stayed about like every hour they bring out more bins. I think it's like every hour. I don't know, maybe it's like every half an hour, every 40 minutes. I'm not really sure. but we stayed for 2 new sets of bins to come out, and then we left. So we were there for a pretty good amount of time. But I'll show you what I grabbed. The other thing about the bins is like it's really random, right? So you never really know what you're gonna find, but anything that you find is gonna be really inexpensive. So you end up kind of buying things that you definitely wouldn't normally buy. But it does sort of push you out of your comfort zone a little bit. So I have bought things at the bins that I definitely wouldn't have bought like at Goodwill, and then have sold them just fine. So yeah. Okay, the first thing is this little souvenir teepee. It's really cute. It just like has a little canoe. I don't really know what it was used for at all, except that it's just like decoration, but I couldn't leave it because it just seems like vintage and cool. So really random, but I brought it home. Then the next thing I scooped up while we were at the bins is this cute little Buddha. He is a little bit loose on this stand. I need to tighten it, but he's on this little metal stand, and he's just really cool. He's like very detailed, really, really pretty. So I was excited about him. He's kind of a cool looking dude. So I nabbed him. Then I got a set of these little silver plated, I guess they're like kind of like tea bag holders. So I got a set of 3. I just thought they were really pretty and kind of delicate. And they say EPNS Victoria. So they're like electro plated. So not like a true silver plate, but close. So I don't know. I just thought they were kind of cute. Then I picked up this little souvenir plate, this little Florida souvenir plate that I thought was cute. So these things will all be on Etsy if anybody is interested. Then I got like a ton of pictures. I actually got like a lot of art this time around, which I was really excited about. We got a lot of small art. So we found a few oh yeah, I guess they are oil. Little vintage oil paintings. I think they're from the same lady. So here's the first one. It's just like a really sweet, idyllic lake scene. And this is dated 1986. So I love when they're dated. It just like, I don't know, makes it cooler because then you know for sure it's real vintage. So she had that one. And then she had these 2 that I also thought were super charming. They are also dated. They're all, oh, I guess this little house one's not dated. I don't know, but this one's 86 as well. So, aren't they cute? Little farm, little lake winter scene. So I just thought those were super cute. I love small paintings because they're super easy to ship. And you can really put them anywhere. So it's not like you have to find like a big giant place to put them. So it's just really nice to have to sell those little kind of cuties. Then I found this just sweet little picture. It says, "A friend is one who knows all about you and loves you just the same." So I thought that was cute. I liked the little bird on it. Just kind of like a sweet little silly piece of art. And then like a little antique lithograph, religious lithograph. Looks like Jesus and Mary. Or maybe Mary and Joseph, and that's Jesus. I don't know. Thought it was sweet. I picked up a couple books, nothing too wild. I got this Carolina Cuisine. that I thought was really cool. I figured somebody would want this. This is from 1969, and it's just like a South Carolina cookbook. So I figured, like, and it's really nice and clean. I don't think anybody ever used it, so I think someone's gonna love that. And then I got a couple of, I always find like really cool paper ephemera at the bins. I don't know why, because I don't find hardly ever any like at the real Goodwill. So I don't know where this is coming from really, but it's cute. So I found this one. It's a shower of games for brides and babies. So it's like bridal shower and wedding shower games from like the 60s. And I love the graphic on that. Like, come on. So good, right? And then this is so amazing. It's teenagers' hairdos. Come on. And then the whole thing is like pictures of hairdos from the 60s. Amazing. So I'll probably have to give this to my best friend. She's gonna really want that. So yeah. Then I think that's it for the bins. So, oh well, we got some clothes. I'm not sure if that's like something that interests you guys at all, so I'll just go through it like really fast. These are vintage Calvin Klein cut off like mom shorts. So I just thought those were really cute. I've washed all of these. These are vintage 1980s. I don't know, the tag's like really cool. I like her face, but they're like these fun kind of high-waisted crazy 80 pattern shorts with an elastic waist. So those are cute. Then I got this little Summerfest t-shirt from 1991. So I thought that was cute. Then I got this little vintage crop top Alaska shirt. So I thought that was cute. And then this one's kind of like a weird one, but I couldn't leave it behind. So this is a vintage Gap sweater that a granny put a like quilted on and made like a granny sweatshirt. Like, come on. It's so bad, but it's like so great also. So I just couldn't leave it. And it's so cozy. I don't know. I don't know if anyone's gonna want that. They're just gonna think that's super weird, but it's so well made and sweet and like, I don't know, wholesome. I also got, it's in the wash. I'm so sad. I got a Warner Brothers denim button down that has like bugs and somebody else on the other side, like Tweety, like, and they're, it's like a Western. So they like have like cowboy hats on. It's so awful, but like so amazing. I had to soak it in OxyClean for like ever and then throw it in the wash. So it's still in the wash, but just trust me that it's pretty awesome. Okay, not that you care at all. All right, so then we went to Goodwill and we like cleaned up at Goodwill, which is pretty funny because I was not expecting to clean up at Goodwill. Like my cart was full and my husband was like, how did you do that? So I found a set of 3 of these Evangeline drippy glaze. I guess they're like soup mugs, right? But I loved this green drippy glaze. Like I just thought it was really pretty. So I bought those. Then I found this little souvenir totem pole. I thought that was really cute. I just couldn't leave it. I think it says 82 on the, it says 28 on the back, so I don't really know what that means. But I love it. Then I found 2 Florentine boxes. Like, what are even the odds? And they're the older ones because they have like the old, they have the Italy stamp and the old Florentine sticker. So like, aren't they so pretty? I just think they're beautiful. Then I found a set of 4 of these vintage beer glasses. They are At first I thought they were all Schlitz, but they're actually all different. So they're just cool. They're like the stained glass pattern. So this one's Schaefer. We've got Pabst Blue Ribbon, Falstaff, and then the last one is gonna be the Schlitz. Yeah, so I thought those were really cool. So I grabbed those. We stayed because they were bringing stuff out on the carts, and I was just like getting so excited because I was just finding so much stuff. Then I got this adorable little oil painting. Thought that was so pretty. They had two actually, but the other one was ripped. And I'm looking at this canvas now, and it has like a little, you can see right there, has a little tear as well. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to sell that. I'll probably have to keep it, but it's just so lovely. I couldn't leave it. More brass, as always. I had to get this one because it's an older one. It has like China stamped on the bottom, and it has a dragon on it. And it's probably gonna be pretty hard to show you, but he's like, that's his little face. And he wraps around, there's his like body and his tail, see? But I just thought it was really cool, so I picked that up. Okay. Then I got two sets of candlestick holders. I got one big giant set of two. So these were $5 each, so not too bad. Usually they're $10 each, which makes it like not fun. And then I also got a set of these. These are quite heavy, but they're really cool. Then I found this mid-century little glass piece, and this cool little San Francisco souvenir piece. I thought that was neat. Then I got this little set of boho coasters. So inside is just a whole bunch of little like woven coasters. I thought they were so pretty. I loved the lid with the little porcelain. I gotta wash it, it's kind of dirty, but it's just so charming. Then I got some art there as well. I got this little crewel. That's so cute, and I love the frame. But I just thought it was so charming. I love when they're framed under glass like this. They're just so much more tidy. They don't get stained, and I don't know. And then I found this oil painting that is dated 74. So it's an original oil painting. It's signed, and then it's dated on the back. Isn't that pretty? I love the blues and browns on it and the daisies. Thought that was lovely. Then I got this little wicker glass tray. I thought it was really cool how you can put your cups here, and then maybe you could put like napkins or whatever else there and carry out your glasses that way. So I just thought that was so unique and cool and like boho, so I had to pick that up. Then I got a couple more pieces of big brass. So I got this guy. It is embossed, but it's just like a pattern. And then this one is so cool. It's an Egyptian Sphinx. That's so beautiful. I just love it. Love it, love it. So, so cool. I think it says 79 on the back, but I can't tell. It's got like a really old sticker on the back. Ooh, sorry for the loud noise. Okay, So we're doing really good. Oh, not that it really anybody cares, but I got a vintage 90s pair of Cole Haan like gladiator sandals, and they're like vintage Cole Haan. So super stoked about those. They're so cute and they fit really nice. So those are just been looking for like 90s leather mom sandals. And hi guys, greetings from the great beyond. Just kidding. So my phone was full and my storage was full, and my phone decided that it was going to be very passive aggressive and just completely stop filming. So I pretty much got all the haul. There was only like 2 things I didn't show you, which is all good because I'm gonna put it in the next haul, so don't worry about that. But I did want to film a little outro and say sorry for abruptly just like stopping that video. It's kind of awkward, but you know what? We're doing the best we can. So I hope everybody has a wonderful week. Today is Monday. Hopefully we'll get this video out tonight, and I bid you adieu.